We have free-range kids too, which is super exciting, because that's right. Like that's how I was raised, right? Like they put you outside in the morning, and then you get to come in at like at 3 for a snack, and then you can come back in at 5, and then they put you to bed at 8, and that's it. You better not show up otherwise, right? And it's, well, that's cute and everything, but boy, the other day, my wife and I were going on a trip. And she's putting on her makeup and brushing her teeth, and I got a bag of cat poop in one hand and the luggage in the other. And I walk out, and there's a dog in the parking lot, and he's got tags, and he's wagging his tail. It's a small town. They'll find him. I don't have to do anything, right? So I put the luggage in the trunk, and I put the poop in the dumpster, and I turn around, and now there's a 3-year-old child standing next to the dog. But we haven't spoken yet, so maybe I can get out of this. He's tracking me, so finally I go, hey man, what's up? And he goes, I'm lost! Now I have to do something. You know how like you got that part of your soul that's eternal? When you see a scared child, you instinctively want to help them, right? But I also have a brain that lives right now, and my brain thinks if I reach down to help this random child that appeared out of nowhere, 10 cops are going to jump out of the bushes, guns drawn, and be like, we got another pedophile. I was trying to help. So I'm going to get the number off the dog's tag, and I reach down, and he snarls at me. He's got a little pit bull in his face, and I like your kid, but I'm not getting bit for him, so that's out of the question. So I go, hey man, what's your name, and what's your mom's name? And he goes, my mom's name is Mom. Well, that's adorable, but completely useless. And by the way, if the parents in the room could do the rest of us a favor and teach your kids your stupid name, that would be fantastic. What color is your house? Blueberry colored. Well, adorable. Useless. We don't have any blueberry houses in the neighborhood. Which way did you come from? That way. Okay. Oh, do you want to hold my hand? You look scared. Yeah. So now I got a booger-covered mitt in my hand. I'm probably getting a flesh-eating disease. We're waddling down the alley. Is that your house? Is that your house? And now it's like 25 minutes later, and I realized the last time my wife saw me, I said, I'm taking the cat poop out to the dumpster. I'll be back in a second. So she's got to be freaked out, right? Like in her mind, she's probably like, I bet when he was a child, he swallowed a nickel and his body finally broke it down into little pieces. And now it got into his bloodstream and lodged into his brain. He's got amnesia, but he only speaks French. But he cured cancer with cheese and crackers or something like that. And then, like in 2 years, I'll be on CNN and be like, cheese and crackers, ha ha ha. And she'll call in and be like, honey, don't you remember me? And I'll be like, no, but do you want some cheese? Or something like that. So I call her and I go, hey honey, I found a kid. And she goes, what? Because that's what people say when you tell them I found a kid. And she comes out and I call the cops, and some of the people in the town we lived in at the time were like upset because I involved the police. Like, why would you call the cops? I'll tell you why. Because I found a random 3-year-old that I've never met in my entire life, and I don't have time to stand on the corner shaking him at passing cars. So while I'm on the phone with the police, she comes out, and the dog loves her. The dog runs right up to her. So she gets the number off the tag, and she calls them, and they don't answer. And so now she's got to send him a text that says, we have your kid, without saying we have your kid. And this was brilliant. She goes with a hey, 11 E's, we have your kid, smiley face. Good job. So then the cops show up, and suddenly this kid's got answers. Like, he's remembering stuff left and right. He's got a pretty good idea what his dad's name is. And then an orange minivan, a maroon minivan comes screaming around the corner and screeches to a halt right in front of us, and the kid and the guy driving lock eyes. And it is not like, son, I have found you, and father, thank God that you are here. It's just icicles, right? And I go, hey man, is that your dad? And he goes, yeah. And I'm like, oof. And the dad gets out. To be fair, it's a stressful situation. The police are involved. there was a random child. But you know how there's a line between skinny and methy? This dude's leaning methy, okay? And he's wearing a #1 dad t-shirt. Now, it is entirely possible, right, that he works 9 jobs to buy Christmas presents for his 5 kids. All of his clothes say #1 dad on it because they love him that much. Or, maybe, that's the shirt he keeps hanging on the hook by the door to the dungeon he's got in the basement where he's got the runaways cooking meth and making wallets. I don't know these people. Anything is possible. So I'm done here, right? I'm like, hey, officer, there's the kid, there's the dad, my work here is done. And I'm like, hey, kid, it was nice to meet you. And the kid's like, what about, I thought we were Fat Boy and the Blueberry Kid. What do you, you're bouncing on me, man. We're buddies. And that's the end of the story. That'd be adorable. But we come home from our vacation. About 2 days later, I'm taking another bag of cat poop out to the dumpster. And I look through the alley, and there is a fence with a gate. And through the gate, I see that dog. Okay, that kid opened that gate, walked about that many steps, and went, wham! Let me show you the physicality of that one more time, because some of you might have missed it. He opened the gate and went that many steps and went, wham! Here's the problem with this story. Your kid sucks, okay? He's a liar, he's bad at directions, he's full of crap, and if I find him in my alley again, I'm going to call animal control and tell him there's a fat raccoon in my dumpster.